Hello and welcome to TTG's webinar with Virgin Voyages and Voyage Store. I'm Abra Dunsby, Features Editor at TTG Media, and today I'm joined by SJ Walker, UK Sales Manager at Virgin Voyages, and Rachel Greenup, Sales Manager for the Voyage Store. Thank you so much for joining me today, ladies.
Thank you. Pleasure. It's great to be here. Thank you.
So during this webinar, we're going to be providing a brief overview of Virgin Voyages and Voyage Store, including what they offer you and your clients. We are also going to be talking about product updates that cover new ships and itineraries, and we'll be revealing what Virgin Voyages and Voyage Store are doing to support you, including incentives, selling tips, and advice for rebuilding consumer confidence. So let's find a bit more about Virgin Voyages and Voyage Store. SJ, many agents will be familiar with Virgin Voyages and what makes it different from other cruise lines, but can you give us a brief overview of its USPs for agents who haven't sold the line before?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. So at Virgin Voyages, we say set sail the Virgin way. And what that means is that we're offering a sophisticated and relaxed, yet adult-only, free of formality experience where every sailor is made to feel like a rock star. So that's really exciting. I think that is something that's really different. Now, with Virgin Voyages, we created an epic sea change, which means that we want to change business for good. Now, part of that is about being straight up, which leans into one of our USPs. So that is really around our inclusions. We want to be straight up with sailors and make sure that they weren't hit with some extra prices when they get on board. When they've seen a restaurant advertised, they're not hit with extra cover charges. And so we say that you get all the good stuff on us. So 20 plus restaurants all included. So think specialty dining, incredible eateries, independently run eateries as well, where every restaurant has its own restaurant manager. And it is that specialty dining level, but it's all included in with the fare. So that's 20 plus restaurants. No buffets, no main dining rooms, just incredibly Michelin star chef driven menus all included. We've also got the basic beverages that are all included too. So that's sodas, teas, drip coffee, juices, still and sparkling filtered water. That's all included too. Free Wi-Fi. So it was fed back to us at one point that apparently Wi-Fi is life. And apparently now people want free Wi-Fi over free water. So we thought, hey, we better throw that in too. So free Wi-Fi is included too. For those sailors that want that balance of retox and detox, we do feature all of our group fitness classes included. And what's more, all of our tips are included too. So there's no extra charges for sailors to pay on board. And as I said, that all really features in, kind of feeds into our epic sea change, changing business for good and being straight up with our prices. One of the other call outs I would say as well is the fact that when people do spend, when our sailors do have to spend on board, the pricing is really fair. So for example, beers are priced at around $5, 42% of our wines are $10 or under, and cocktails start from just $9. And again, no tips or service charges to pay on top of that either. So in terms of USP, if I was to call out one, it's really shout about all of those inclusions as part of that epic sea change.
Wonderful, thank you. And Rachel, can you tell us what Voyage Store is and how it helps agents to sell Virgin Voyages cruises?
Absolutely. So the Voyage Store is Virgin Voyages' preferred way of getting those packages out to the trade. So we will take all of the incredible Virgin Voyages itineraries that you'll hopefully have seen along the way, or you might learn a few more about today, and we'll package them up with whatever it is that we call them your sailors, so your customers, whatever your sailors need. So we'll work with the travel agents, or the first mates as we like to call them. We'll work with the first mates and make their life a bit easier. Our job is to make your job a bit easier. And we'll work with whatever they want in terms of adding on pre or post stays. We see a lot of success in fabulous tailor-made itineraries. So taking one of those Mediterranean voyages and adding it on with a Venice stay, or taking a Caribbean one and adding it on with a Vegas stay. And we'll package all of that up, we'll protect it all together, and we'll sell that out to you as our first mate partner to sailor.
Great stuff. So making agents' lives pretty easy then. That's great news. Okay, thanks both. We're going to play a short video now so you can find out a bit more about the brands.
I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Europe, know when to click through, try to set the possibly a show beat, but I've been feeling a little hot for a minute. Everybody let it drop when I'm in it. When I'm in it. Everybody let it drop when I'm in it. I've been feeling a hot for a minute. Everybody let it drop when I'm in it. When I'm in it. Everybody let it drop when I'm in it. I said, I get to the groove, boy. I get to the groove. You need some more picture.
Amazing. They're brands that scream fun, aren't they? So let's get some product updates now. So SJ, how many ships is Virgin Voyages operating currently? And can you tell us a little bit about them as well, please?
Absolutely, yes indeed. So we're very excited. We've just launched Scarlet Lady, which has just set sail from Portsmouth on our Summer Soiree series. And then very soon we'll be launching Valiant Lady, who will be again joining us from Portsmouth for her inaugural season. And she'll be launching around March next year. And then soon after, Resilient Lady will be launching from Piraeus to Athens. That's in August next year. So within 12 months, we will have launched 3 new lady ships. And then we do have a 4th in line as well. So the 4th will be joining us shortly after Resilient Lady. So we've waited all this time, and of course the delays have had their impacts, but soon we will have our 3 lady ships in the water within the next 12 months. That's really exciting. Now, in terms of the design of our lady ships, we've taken cues from the very best international cities with the perfect balance of like uptown meets downtown, combined that with the best of the beach clubs around the world, and really combined within the design the luxury of a super yacht, but also built it with the options of a much more larger, diverse ship. So you've kind of got the best of all worlds on board. The other thing I would say in terms of the design is that we are what we call adult by design. So you do have to be 18 or over to sail with Virgin Voyages. And the reason why we say adult by design rather than adult only is because our ships have been designed with adults in mind from the ground up. So we haven't had to think about where do we put the kids pool, where do we put the kids buffet, where do we put the kids club, how do we have family holidays where, you know, the kids can always be contained in a certain area while the grown-ups have a little bit of their time. In fact, what we've been able to do is make sure that we almost deliver like an adult playground at sea. So for example, we've got the arcade on board, which, you know, normally if you've grown up wanted to go to the arcade, you'd be queuing behind teenagers. We've got the adult swings on board, the full-size seesaws, incredible facilities that are designed for grown-ups to have an incredible break away from the kids, let's say, and have some well-deserved time to reconnect and have a great time on board.
Sounds awesome, thank you. And in terms of itineraries, what itineraries is Virgin Voyages currently offering for clients?
Sure. Well, I will let you know what kind of where we've got in the programme. So at the moment, well, we've just launched our Summer Soiree series, as I've mentioned, which was a short series of voyages from Portsmouth, which have been absolutely incredible. And we've now finally got our long-awaited reviews, which we're very excited about. Come next year, where Valiant Lady joins us, she'll be doing some Portsmouth sailings again, some round-trip voyages, which will give sailors the opportunity to once again join Virgin Voyages without having to fly anywhere. And that will include some long weekenders, Friday to Monday to Zeebrugge with the overnight stays as well, and 11-night Canary Islands cruises. We've also got a range of Mediterranean voyages where we've got our 7-night voyages from Barcelona and from Piraeus and Athens, and of course a wide range of Caribbean voyages too, both 4, 5, 6 and 8-night voyages from Miami and from San Juan that all visit the one and only beach club at Bimini, which is the Virgin Voyages take on the very best beach club that exists.
Sounds wonderful. And when you mentioned Mediterranean itineraries there, are you able to sort of expand on those a little bit and tell us a bit more about what customers can expect from those?
Oh, indeed, indeed. There is so much to choose from with our Mediterranean itineraries. So the lovely Valiant Lady will be sailing from Barcelona from May to October next year, and she'll be having a Sunday departure from Barcelona. Now, where we dock in Barcelona, we're right at the World Trade Centre, which gives us a really central location in order for our sailors just be able to literally walk off the ship, and within a stone's throw, they're straight into the city centre on Las Ramblas. So that's a Sunday departure. Each of our 7-night itineraries all feature an overnight stay in Ibiza too, with those Barcelona departures, which I think again is another jewel in the crown. All of our itineraries are very port rich, and they all feature these overnight stays and late stays within these ports too. So Valiant Lady's offering 3 different variations of these Mediterranean itineraries to choose from. So we found a lot of people either booking just 7 nights or again back to backing on an incredible 14-night itinerary too. We've then got the Resilient Lady, so she'll be joining us in August next year. So she's sailing August to October from Piraeus, and she's offering 2 different variations of a 7-night itinerary. We've got the Greek island Glow, which features an overnight in Mykonos, and then we've got the Adriatic and Greek Gems, which features a late night stay in Dubrovnik. But absolutely incredible itineraries. Again, people are really enjoying those 14-night itineraries. I think back to back, we're seeing a real success on those. People combining those itineraries to make an incredible 14-night route.
Sounds like a great trip. Fantastic. And Rachel, in terms of Voyage Store, do they have any offers or incentives that are linked to those Mediterranean itineraries that SJ mentioned?
We do, absolutely. So on our website, you'll see lots of different offers for those. So there'll be Fly Cruise offering, just so that you've got the sort of flights down. And as Jay said, that might be just a one itinerary, or you can back to back 2 of them. And we've also got a lot of packages on the website for pre and post stays, as I mentioned before, things like Venice, or adding a stay in Marbella, or whatever it is that you wanted to do to sort of expand that voyage even further. And that's all available through us. And yes, absolutely, we do have an incentive running at the moment. So to support those med itineraries, we want you all to set sail the Medway, set sail Virgin the Medway. So any Mediterranean bookings that have been made from the 2nd of August up until the end of the month are all with a chance of winning actually a Mediterranean voyage for 2. So they'll go in. It's absolutely, the more bookings you make, the more entries you've got, so that get them all in and you'll get the chance of experiencing it for yourself next year.
Hey, great time to make those bookings, sounds like.
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to be offering some advice and selling tips to all you agents now, so do listen up. So in terms of marketing, SJ, have you got any sort of marketing or selling tips actually that you have for agents promoting Virgin Voyages Mediterranean itineraries?
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. So for Virgin Voyages, we try to make sure that all of our sailors have that Virgin Voyages experience throughout their whole entire time with us, and that extends to our destinations as well. Mm-hmm. So we've curated itineraries with the overnight stays, the late stays in each of these ports, to really make sure that that Virgin experience does extend through to those destinations as well. And what that allows us to do is ensure that our sailors have ample time in port without the feeling of having to rush back to get back on board, and actually they get to enjoy really authentic experiences within each of these destinations. If they want to grab a cocktail on the quayside and watch the sun setting, or grab a meal ashore or what have you, they can do that at their own leisure and really see these destinations in a different light, as opposed to obviously going back to the original norm, which was typically 8 till 5 or 9 till 4 or what have you. So we do try and extend those Virgin Voyages experiences to the destinations as well. The other thing that I'd mention as well is our shore things, which are shore excursions but the Virgin way. We do offer over 350 shore things, and we like to say that they're red hot on the outside and green on the inside. So green on the inside in that all of the partners that we work with our shore things are as committed to sustainability as we are, so that's incredible and that's really important to us. We make sure that we are delivering really authentic experiences, and actually we're working with entrepreneurs in many of the ports of call where they offer these very intricate and immersive experiences, and typically we tend to offer shore things which are around maximum 15 to 20 people in one sure thing at a time. So again, lots of attention to detail there. Red hot on the outside, of course, because the experiences that we are offering are absolutely incredible, and I'm sure we'll really set ourselves apart when people do experience what we've got to offer.
Yeah, I'm sure people can't wait to experience it. Fantastic. And Rachel, apart from the August incentive that you mentioned there, what benefits are there for agents who do sell a Virgin Voyage through Voyage Store?
Absolutely. So at Voyage Store, we're really committed to making sure that everything the Virgin Voyages has to offer is available through ourselves. So Virgin Voyages pay a really healthy commission at 16%, and we pass every penny of that on to you. So our first mates have got an incredible earning potential of 16% on your voyage fare, and then we pay 10% on absolutely everything else. So your airfares, your accommodation transfers, whatever it is. So it is really quite a healthy earning for you as our agent partners for these packages. Another thing to note is that Voyage Store is operated by Aviate, so we're one of the leading UK flight consolidators, and that means that with our connections into the airline industry, we've been able to secure guaranteed and exclusive airfares right out up until 2023 from our airline partners, so we can lock in and secure those flights and those flight inclusive package prices right up until 2023. It's worth noting as well that on our website, there's lots of different marketing and sales tools for you to use to get these out. It's a very Instagrammable social media product and brand. So absolutely, it always gets a great amount of traction if you put things out on your Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is that you use. And there's really agent-friendly products available on our website for them to download and share.
Fantastic stuff, thank you. So SJ, what information or advice do you have for agents that will help rebuild consumer confidence when it comes to cruising with Virgin Voyages? And how are you ensuring crew and customers are kept safe on board?
Okay, so during quite the long pause that we've had obviously in the cruise industry, we've been working really hard on a whole new set of health measures to make sure that our crew and our sailors are all able to travel safe on board. Some of those include implementing new pre-boarding health checks within that process. But one of the biggest things that we've done is we've actually created a partnership with Atmosphere Solutions, and this offers the latest technology in an air filtration system, which actually treats 99.9% of the air on board. It treats 100% of the air on board, but kills 99.9% of viruses on board. So, it's possibly cleaner air that you'd be breathing in on board than possibly ashore. So that's an incredible touch, of course. Naturally, with Virgin Voyages, I've mentioned, we don't have any buffets. So again, in terms of the level of service, everything that is cooked is cooked made to order. Everything is served to you as well. So there's not that kind of buffet environment, let's say. We're also sailing at a smaller capacity. So obviously that does allow some more social distancing on board as well. But there's a whole new set of health measures which are really there to ensure, as our number one priority as a brand, that our sailors and our crew are all able to sail in a very safe way, whilst enjoying that set sail the Virgin Way experience and ensuring that that's not compromised in any way.
Great stuff, thank you. And Rachel, have you made any adjustments to Voyage Store's booking or cancellation policies that will help agents sort of boost consumer confidence in the brand as well?
Absolutely. We understand that flexibility is key right now, both for yourselves and for your sailors. So we do have a book with confidence guarantee out there. So if you look on our packages, there's a little stamp that will say book with confidence. And what that means is that your sailors can amend those packages right up until about 6 weeks before departure. But our team are really knowledgeable and they're really experienced in the industry, and they will do our best to help in whatever way that your sailors need, right up until those departure points. There's also future voyage credits available if, should plans need to change for one reason or another. And they're particularly more available on those voyage only, those ones that are imminently departed. And the team will work with you to make sure that your sailors' needs are met.
Great stuff, thank you. Okie dokie, so before we wrap up, I've got a few final questions for you both, if that's okay. So are there any other Virgin Voyages developments or plans that agents should have on their radar this summer, SJ?
Well, for me, I think I could wrap that up by saying 3 brand new ships to the water in 12 months. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, does it? Not only 3 new ships, but a whole new brand as well. So we're very excited to be launching and setting sail the Virgin Way. 3 ships within 12 months and a 4th on the way. Incredible destinations, fantastic inclusions. We really are creating that epic sea change. And of course, I've mentioned about all of those inclusions. There's my top tip for our first mate partners to really drive into. Not only do we offer these incredible destinations with late stays, overnight ports, really drive into those extra inclusions, so the 20+ restaurants, tips included, basic bevies, the group fitness classes, really drive into that too. But also, it's not to be forgotten the fact that we are offering a festival of choice when it comes to events and gigs on board, and we'll have incredible wellness activations throughout the ship for those sailors that are really looking for that detox and that element of balance too. So for that adult by design experience, do make sure that you are considering Virgin Voyages with our 3 ships in the next 12 months. I think that kind of nicely wraps things up with what's new for us.
Absolutely, yeah, thank you. And Rachel, does Voyage Store have any other offers, competitions or incentives for agents in the pipeline, or any sort of additional training opportunities or support that you can talk about?
We do, all of the above. So imminently there will be a new incentive launching. So in September we have a new incentive. So watch the space to find out what we will be offering across September and October. We always share out our offers and incentives on our website, through our e-shots, and of course in our closed user group Facebook group, The Bridge. So absolutely get yourself signed up to that. And we have our weekly little Facebook lives on there, which we'll talk about anything new that's coming up. Also, if you're not already a Voyage Store partner, so if you've not already signed up to work with Voyage Store, we have a webinar on the 8th of September. And if you come along and join and listen to a bit more about Voyage Store and what we have to offer, we will be giving away some Amazon gift vouchers live on the webinar. So please do get yourself joined onto that. And the link to join that will be in the bridge or on our website. Well, there's a lot of information, and me and the sales team here at Voyage Store will be happy to deliver training and support that you and your sailors need.
Great stuff, thank you. So is there any other way that agents can find out more about Virgin Voyages and Voyage Store beyond this webinar?
Yes, indeed. So we have our firstmates.com website, which is our dedicated First Mate agent portal, where they can again just jump in there and find out anything that's new with Virgin Voyages. Rachel's already mentioned there again about our Facebook page. So I think that again is a real hot hit in terms of getting the latest and up-to-date information. And also in terms of training, we do have our online training, which is the Sea Academy. So do jump in there again for First Mates. It's an ideal opportunity to jump on some kind of 20-minute interactive online courses to really get behind the velvet rope and really get to grips with everything Virgin Voyages. And
yeah, as SJ said, yeah, the bridge is a fabulous resource. Firstmates.com and Sea Academy, incredible. Our website is trade-voyagestore.com, so that'll be where you get all your packages and all of those agent-friendly window cards, stuff that I've mentioned earlier today, or get in touch with the team from that site.
Wonderful, thank you. Right, I think that's about all we have time for, I'm afraid. So thanks so much to SJ and Rachel for joining us today, and to all of you who've tuned in to find out more about Virgin Voyages and Voyage Store. Don't forget to check out our training hub on ttgmedia.com for more educational content from our destination, cruise, hotel, airline, tour operator and other travel company partners. And thanks again, take care, and we will see you very soon. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.